wanted to come on here and give you an overview of kind of my experience, my very first experience ever with Reiki healing. For those of you who aren't aware, it's a type of healing modality from Japan originally. Rei meaning spiritually guided, and Ki means life force energy. I found a local practitioner in Coquitlam after some months of curiosity. Unbeknownst to me at that point, my parents had already gotten their first and second level certification in Reiki healing. I all I knew about it was that when my dad would go in for receiving healing, he would be put in a meditative state and be so relaxed that he would fall asleep. So I just went in with an open mind. Um, when I first came in, I was invited to just relax, meditate, and imagine that I was laying in a stream of water and that this water was taking away any emotional, spiritual, or physical pain. Um, and then after a few moments, I could feel my healer's hands on my body, and it felt like she had put warm compresses on her hand because it was radiating so much heat. And at one point, I saw her hands kind of doing this alongside of my body, and I thought, oh, that's really strange. Like, I shouldn't be able to see this. Am I seeing a reflection of the light on her hands? So I decided to like squeeze my eyes even tighter shut to, figure out what's going on. And even with my eyes completely shut, even more, I saw the same silhouette of bright white light on her hands kind of going across my body like this. When she got to my knee, at that point, I was surprised because I hadn't told her about my knee issues, and she basically went directly there and laid her hands on the lower part of my leg. And my left foot, it started to just move of its own volition, as if there were like puppet strings being cut off. So I was laying there, I was going tick, 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 tick. And as this release of tension was happening through my leg, I just felt this warm wash of unconditional love come through me. And what the voice said was, Ruth, you are beautiful just the way you are. I love you no matter what. There's nothing else you need to do and no one else that you need to be in order to be loved. And I just started crying because it was so beautiful how that love felt. And as she moved along, she came to the right side of my head. And again, there was this like white light, bright white light, but it was coming from an area that my peripheral vision is just incapable of seeing over there. So this was another instance of, okay, something more is happening here. I shouldn't be able to see this, let alone in an area that my eyes can't physically see. Um, Closer to the end of the session, my spine was beginning to vibrate in the middle where I had injured my back as a teenager. And it was like shaking so much that I had difficulties speaking because my voice was just quivering so much with the amount that my spine was vibrating. So I left that day knowing without a doubt that there is something that exists beyond the five senses, that I am deeply loved and held in my existence. And within 2 months of that first Reiki session, I went on to also do my level 1 and level 2 Reiki training, stepping fully into a path that I've never looked back from.